Welcome to the Miles Per Hour Auto channel with miles and miles of auto information available to you.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I think I am going to show you this mod I made to my car as promised for the bonus video of this week. So let's take a look here. It's the Hikeit X9 controller box. There's the diagrams on the back. For the Scion TC 2011 through 16, it is the Hikeit, or the HI-038. Now, they make a lot of these controllers for a lot of different cars. In fact, this is really targeted towards Jeep owners, but people have found results with this in other cars, including this one. That's the actual controller itself. Now, it has a black faceplate. I think that's an additional, $4 or $5. I can't remember off the top of my head. Maybe it was $6. I think after tax it may have been $6. Because it was $205 for the controller plus the faceplate. Let me have my little flashlight here before it gets dark. Or actually, it's starting to get dark and I have black interior, so it's kind of hard to see. Alright, so looking at it here, this harness right here, oh fuck if I even know how to, oh excuse me French, sorry, well there goes my chance of being monetized on that video. Anyways, the original clip that goes to the ECU here, this box sort of bypasses the delay that's in the accelerator here. And this is the actual brains of the unit. And then at this end, it'll clip in to the accelerator. And what I did to clean up the wires, for the most part, let's see. There's two hangers right here that I used to wrap wire around. And I was able to clean up the mess of the wires. I was able to even get the box. As you can see, the box is pretty high up. It's not in the way of any pedals or anything. And then wrapped it around here. That's where it is now. There's also a breakaway cable. I don't know if I can see if I can locate it. It's somewhere around there. Y'all could probably find it, but there's like a white little breakaway cable that separates the controller from the actual computer of the unit here. So got that to look at. All right, anyways, let me get back in the car. Now, an important note regarding installation. You do not want to turn your car on for at least 10 minutes. Anything and all that, if you plan on taking the accelerated pedal out, just keep it off for at least 10 minutes. Otherwise, you're going to get a check engine light, which some people have had. Luckily, I followed the instructions. I think I waited maybe even 15-20 minutes before I installed it on my, actually no, it sat overnight because I got it on Monday, but of course it was raining where I live on Monday, so I didn't want to risk shorting the unit out. Would be fun. I'm sorry if I look around a lot. I'm just expecting a Borla muffler for this car to come in the mail from UPS. UPS be playing games. But, or no, it's Amazon says it comes today. Amazon says, or UPS says it comes in on Monday. So who's telling the truth? Who's lying? You know, is what it is. Anyways, let's get to functionalities of the unit. Alright, so I currently have it set off so I can demonstrate it, but if you press the mode button, there are no settings that have been changed within 5 seconds. Just press it once, automatically puts it to HI9, and you see A, which you could change that. I forgot which button combination you make, where if you have a manual, you can change it to manual so the computer knows what to look for. I have a 6-speed automatic If you hear dogs, my neighbor just let out her dogs, so do not mind them one bit. They're friendly dogs. Anyways, we got the automatic mode, which will cycle through all 36 different combinations. There's 4 different levels. You have Eco, Cruise, Sport, and Hikeit. Let me just go automatically since I didn't change it within 5 seconds. Auto mode, Eco, or you can turn it off, Cruise mode, Sport mode, and Hikeit. But for the sake of this video, we are going to turn this off, and I'm going to demonstrate all the different modes throughout this video. I'm going to take a little bit of a quick drive through this little neighborhood. Also do a lot of different other things here, and then I'll demonstrate how the automatic feature works. Anyways, with the magic of video editing, this camera is going to magically appear somewhere else in this car. It's not going to be floating in the, or at least floating on a it's a selfie stick as opposed to just a dash mount. Anyways, I'll see you in a little bit in 3, 2, 1. Let's set things here. Let me go. All right, so let's demonstrate this controller in action. I currently have it off just to show you what it is this car is from the factory. We're going to do light touches throughout this neighborhood, so we do not hit people or hurt anybody by accident or piss off the neighbors, because most of this neighborhood is retired, so it's a bunch of old people that live here. I do not want to make them angry. So from the factory, you know, light press of the pedal, it is nothing special. Now let's go. So let's do all, and now you're about to see it go to Hikeit. Same amount of pressure on the pedal. In fact, I held the pressure whenever I was switching it over, because like I said, previously mentioned, if you press the mode button once without changing any of the settings within 5 seconds, it'll automatically put it into Hikeit X9. So let's go to Eco mode. Same pressure on the pedal as before. I'm not speeding up. I'm staying within the same amount of speed. In fact, I have to give it more effort than in the factory if I'm losing my train of thought here. I would have to add more pressure to get about the same amount of you know, response than if I were to have the controller off. Which, this is a good mode if you want to save gas. In fact, I just gained about 0.1 of a mile per gallon. I think that's because I stopped revving it like a maniac. So, let's see here. I think I might turn it around here. Let's try a different. Same amount of pressure. Let's do cruise. It's much quicker. There's a slight delay, but the delay is not as bad as factory or eco settings. Now, I'm going to wait until I stop again to change it to what's it, sport mode, because the issue being, like I said, I pressed the mode button once it'll just automatically put it in Hikeit. So I gotta wait to get past the Hikeit phase, and then I gotta go to sport. Now that is even peppier than cruise mode. And now, y'all, the moment y'all been waiting for, although I already did. See, it actually bumped up there a little bit, as opposed to, you know, just, you know, staying where it was. So it does actually make a little bit of a difference. Yeah, so just going around my neighborhood here. Yeah, I just live in a little Texas neighborhood. I don't really, you know, live in a big city. I live more in a suburban area than, if anything. And in fact, you know, driving was, for a while, until, you know, I found a job again, a good activity for me was to just drive around. You know, my town is at least big enough to have a sort of a central loop, and, you know, I could just traverse that, you know, every night or so, just for fun. You know, that takes about 30 minutes, you know, over the loop of where I live. So I think y'all wanted to see that at least once, so there y'all go. Gotta slow down here. You see, you barely tap it. In Hikeit, it's crazy. Alright, I gotta put it back in auto mode. Here, why don't we do that real quick? So auto mode, you see, it's not being real crazy since I'm not really putting that much pressure. It figures out, or it's guessing, that I do not want to go absolutely crazy with, you know, the acceleration. If I put a little bit more pressure, you'll see it takes off a little bit more, a little bit faster. You know, the acceleration's quicker. Of course, you're saying, well, isn't that how a car is? Well, let's test that theory for a minute. Yes, you're right, but you see, I'm doing the same. I put the same amount of pressure I did when I went out of that corner. Or in fact, I think I'll better demonstrate this. Let's go back to where we were. Let's see, do I have... See, it's not as quick. There isn't as much oomph to it as, say, you were to have it in, say, even just auto mode. Auto mode's decent. In a way, this throttle controller is like unlocking your car's full potential. Because all cars, or at least most cars, excuse me, most cars built after 2005 have an electronic accelerator pedal, which can be programmed from the factory if they want to have a delay and how long it takes for the driver's input to translate to the ECU to open up the throttle. With this throttle controller, what they essentially do is you can override that signal, you know, to make it to whatever you want. You can make the delay stronger, or you can make it weaker. As I previously mentioned, this cost $205. Well, it cost $205 for me because I bought a black face paint to sort of match the the car's interior a little bit more, as opposed to just having a white piece just stick out. But you don't have to. It comes, I believe, in red, blue, and black. Or you can just not buy a faceplate, save yourself $5-6 after tax. Anyways, that was the demonstration of the Hikeit X9 for the Scion TC 10 series. Or excuse me, I guess the right terminology is this is the TC2. Because this is the second generation made from 2011 to 2014. And to be even more specific, this is a facelifted version of the second generation. But we're getting into semantics here. In this video, all y'all came to see here is about the throttle controller, and thankfully I've done that. If this video was helpful to y'all, feel free to like and subscribe. If you didn't like it, I mean, you know, I can't make everybody happy. I mean, that is what it is. I mean, in fact, if you want to comment down below what I did right, what I did wrong, what y'all want to see next, you know, as long as y'all are respectful about it. I do take criticism very well, constructive criticism. So feel free to comment what y'all want to see. Like I said, you know, positive comments if you're happy. Negative, as long as you're respectful, of course. Anyways, y'all have a good night and see y'all next week. Hey guys, I just wanted to make a quick update and a quick shout out to my boys at Safe Room. They just released a new single, Lost Memory. Go ahead and check these guys out. These are solid dudes. In fact, I think I'm going to close off this video with a little bit of that song.